It's the NFL. It's on Westwood One.
Lions have it with the touchdown lead in the third. Shotgun snap goes to the quarterback. Goff fakes the handoff and gives the end around to St. Brown, and then throws in the end zone. Caught by Goff at the goal line. Near side. Touchdown Detroit. The wide receiver just threw a touchdown pass to the quarterback. Now we have seen it all. Wow.
First and goal from the 7. Here's the snap. Allen back. Fires left side. Cooper makes a one-handed catch. Pitches it back to Allen. Allen racing. Dive to the left pylon. And he's in. What a play. That's one of the best touchdowns you'll ever see. And the Bills have taken a 27-3 lead.
Second down and 3 from the 39. Pitch it. Barkley, shake and bake move. Cuts it up the middle to the 30, to the 20. He's gone. Goodbye, Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Good night. Four-man front, receiver in motion, low snap. He runs and he throws, caught, touchdown. It's caught. Hardman caught the ball. The Chiefs have won. The Chiefs have won. Their third Super Bowl in 5 years. It is a dynasty.
Every primetime game.
Whatever it takes.
All season long.
The only thing matters is a win. That's it.
The road to Super Bowl 59 is on Westwood One.
Let's go, man.
Now it's time for Monday Night Football. Here's your host, Rich Eisen.
And we welcome you to the close of Week 16 in the National Football League as the 10-4 Green Bay Packers host the 5-9 New Orleans Saints on Monday Night Football. Tonight's broadcast of the National Football League on Westwood One is sponsored by the Home Depot, by Navy Federal Credit Union, by BetMGM, by Barbasol Shaving Cream, by CDW, by Mint Mobile, and by the official NFL app. Hey, everybody, and happy holidays. I'm Rich Eisen, and we welcome you to Monday Night Football on Westwood One. The New Orleans Saints have their hands full tonight, sitting there at 5-9. Their starting quarterback is out. A whole host of starting players are out as well, and we'll get to that shortly here on this pregame show. But the Green Bay Packers sitting at 10-4, one win against this shorthanded New Orleans Saints team away from clinching a playoff spot, and they kind of need to do it because the Washington Commanders joined the 10-win club yesterday in a big-time last-second win against the Philadelphia Eagles. And if the Packers somehow drop this one tonight, they'll fall behind the Washington Commanders in the standings because the Commanders have a better conference record than Green Bay. That said, it's a win-and-in scenario for the home team. And let's go out to Lambeau Field tonight and welcome in the two guys calling tonight's action, Kevin Harlan and Hall of Famer Joe Thomas.
Rich, thank you very much. We've got 33 degrees. There was snow this afternoon. No wind. It is a beautiful, for Green Bay standards, Joe, it is a beautiful night for football.
We got a little Indian summer going on here. It's downright balmy. We got the window open. I'm ready to go down to my short sleeves here in a moment.
I'm with NFL royalty and state of Wisconsin royalty and the Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. Great to have you in the booth. And looking forward to this one for a variety of reasons. Let's quickly just get some headlines for each team. For Green Bay, and Rich summed it up perfectly, they're the 6th seed right now. They're 10-4, but they still have to keep their foot on the gas.
Yeah, if you want to win a Super Bowl, you obviously got to get into the playoffs. That's the first step. And the Green Bay Packers are playing some of the best football of Matt LaFleur's career here as a head coach. And so it seems like they're hitting their stride at the right time. They're getting healthy. They're playing great. But you don't want to take your foot off the gas and lose any of that momentum going into the playoffs because this Green Bay team is ready and set up to potentially make a run to hoist that Lombardi trophy at the end of the season. But you got to do that going into the playoffs hot.
You were talking about momentum and trying to peak at the right time. It seems to be about as difficult a thing to grab onto because it's got to be collective. You've got the entire roster to deal with, the opponent to deal with, the weather, the situation. But boy, those teams that do have that momentum can peak at the right time. Watch out.
Yeah, how many teams have we seen in recent NFL history that are the wild card, but they get hot in December, they get healthy when it matters, and all of a sudden they become the team that's bulletproof and that just rolls through the playoffs. And certainly the Packers are hoping to be that team this season because they've been flying a little bit under the radar, even though they've had a fantastic season, because they're playing in a division with the Detroit Lions, who have been one of the best teams in football all season, and the Minnesota Vikings.
The quarterback for the Packers, we'll check in with the Saints here in just a second, but the second half of the season, 2 years in a row, he has been lights out, Jordan Love.
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing. And if you say, hey, what are the things I want in my quarterback? Obviously, you want a guy that doesn't take a lot of sacks, doesn't throw a lot of interceptions, but you want a guy that gets hot in December. You want Mr. December back there, and Jordan Love has certainly been all of that for the Green Bay Packers.
All right, the New Orleans Saints are out of it. They've got injuries on both sides of the ball, especially hard hit on offense. So you may ask the question, what are they working toward with an interim coach right now to finish out the season? What would you say?
Well, it seems like since Darren Rizzi took over, there's been a new mentality and a new attitude in this Saints team. And for Darren Rizzi, obviously, he's planned to hopefully become the permanent head coach next season, and he's got a lot of backers in that Saints locker room. But for this entire team, you're looking tonight at Spencer Rattler. He's their fifth round draft choice as a rookie, played fantastic last week, bringing him back from a 17-point deficit against the Washington Commanders, giving him a chance to potentially win that game had they made a 2-point conversion right at the end of that game. But he's trying to prove that he can be potentially the long-term answer at quarterback for the Saints. And the Saints are a team that have big-time salary cap issues, and they need to make some big decisions this offseason. So being able to have a rookie quarterback under that rookie deal could go a long way for this Saints team next season.
Rich, we wish you were here. It's a beautiful night. It's just before Christmas Eve, and Packer fans are dressed up like Santa and Mrs. Claus. Very festive. Festivus, if you will. Everybody celebrating as we send it back to you in our festive Westwood One studios in Los Angeles.
There's no grievances here to air, sir. Certainly not with you two guys, and we will soon see some feats of strength between the Saints and the Packers. But coming up next as we approach kickoff of that game, a chat with star pass rusher Cam Jordan, and before him, we'll hear from the quarterback of the Packers, Jordan Love. That's on the other side. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
EverDry Waterproofing is your trusted partner for a healthy home. Don't wait until it's too late to call. We offer free inspections for your crawl space and basement needs. Proudly serving Cincinnati since 1985, we now extend our services to Lexington and Louisville. With over 100 dedicated employees, we provide comprehensive solutions for every healthy home. Contact us today at 513-874-7200. EverDry Waterproofing for your healthy home solution.
It doesn't matter if you're wearing blue or red, the best app to bet football is Circa Sports Kentucky. Circa Sports, it's sports betting the way it should be. With high betting limits, the lowest holds, and exceptional customer service. Bet on all your favorite teams in every game this season. Circa Sports is the place to bet football. Fund and bet like a pro from anywhere, anytime. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Must be 18 or older and physically present in Kentucky to participate. For Kentucky Problem Gambling Services, call or text 1-800-426-2537.
Get even more savings this holiday season by becoming a Milo's Rewards member. Don't miss new member deals dropping every week, like $15 off a purchase of $50 or more on select Bounty, Charmin, and Puffs paper products. Plus, get free standard shipping with Silver Key status. Just one more way Lowe's is here to help you shop, save, and enjoy the holidays. Join for free today. Milo's Rewards program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change. Exclusions and more terms apply. Visit Lowe's.com/shipping terms for details.
I love spreading joy with gifts this time of year, but I try not to spread my budget too thin. Luckily, Kohl's has come through for me once again. I just went and used a 25% off coupon to score so many great gifts under $20, like cozy pajamas and fleece, amazing gift sets, and beauty must-haves. So if you're looking to give more for less this season, get to Kohl's. Select styles, offers end December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Mo Egger, tomorrow at 3 on ESPN 1530.
Welcome to the Monday Night Football pregame show on Westwood One. Sponsored by BetMGM, the sports book born in Vegas. Download the app today and discover their new look same game parlay product and more. BetMGM. Please gamble responsibly. Here's your host, Rich Eisen.
Welcome back to Monday Night Football, getting you set for New Orleans and Green Bay tonight. And with the wins by the Vikings in Seattle and the Lions in Chicago yesterday, the best the home team Packers can do tonight is clinch a wild card spot with a win. They'd clinch a fifth playoff appearance in the last 6 years, all under head coach Matt LaFleur. And for quarterback Jordan Love, it would be 2 postseason berths in 2 seasons as the full-time starter. I spoke with the Packers signal caller and asked him what the vibes are like for this Green Bay squad, having won 8 of their last 10.
No, it's definitely great vibes in the locker room right now. You know, we're trying to take it 1 week at a time, keep winning these games, and obviously put ourselves in position for the playoffs. But I like where we're at as a team right now. The vibes in the locker room, everybody's enjoying being here and putting in the work during the week.
What has Josh brought to the equation here, Jordan? And I know you love Aaron Jones as much as I do, and he's doing great in his new spot as well. So what you're about to say, I don't want anybody to take as you denigrating who you used to play with. But Josh Jacobs brings a dynamic. What does he bring in your mind, Jordan?
Yeah, Josh is. I mean, he's a phenomenal player, but I just think his mindset. You know, he's definitely one of those top dogs and one of the best running backs in the league. But just the way he runs the ball, he's a guy who wants the ball in his hands every play. He's not going to let anybody bring him down. He's trying to run guys over, make guys miss, and I really think he can do it all. You know, he's a great catcher too out of the backfield, and just his ability to break tackles, make guys miss, and get those extra yards is, you know, somebody that we can just lean on to be able to handle the ball 30 times a game, and he's just going to be good after the game.
And then just, you know, you have so many options too at wide receiver. It's difficult for some to figure out whose day it's going to be. How do you figure out whose day it's going to be?
Man, that's a great question. You never really find out who day is going to be till after the game. But, you know, like you said, we have such a deep receiver room and so many playmakers in there that, like you said, it is definitely tough to get all these guys the ball, but it's very fun when they're all making plays, and they all have their different skill sets and different things that they bring to the table. But I truly believe, I mean, with this group, it does put a lot of pressure on defenses because you never know whose day it might be. You know, Jay Reed might go off, Rome might go off, Christian might go off, Wicks might go off. So it is definitely, I think it puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Do you hear from fantasy football players? Like, hey, man, like, what gives? Do you hear on this very subject? It seems like you do hear that sort of thing, Jordan.
Yeah, I hear from people all the time on social media about the fantasy points. This guy's not getting enough points, things like that. So, you know, I try and block that stuff out and just not focus on it.
All right. Well, I mean, this week, if it's a Jaden Reed week, I wouldn't mind. Just saying, Jordan, you know.
Noted.
Okay, very good. Let's write that down. You're now a few years removed from your apprenticeship with Rodgers being there. You're now a quarterback who's played in the playoffs, now with his second contract. Do you believe you'd be in the position you are today if you weren't waiting around as long as you did, Jordan?
That's a good question. Who knows? My career probably would have panned out a lot differently. Who knows if I'd be in this exact same situation? I would hope so. But I do believe for sure that having those 3 years to be able to sit behind a legend, Aaron Rodgers, and just watch him work and learn and pick his brain definitely helped me so much, and just be able to, you know, learn on the side and grow my game until, you know, I was truly ready. But I do believe, you know, say I was to play my rookie year, I think things would be a lot different. So I definitely am grateful and learned so many valuable lessons just being able to watch Aaron in those 3 years.
And how different do you, and again, I know you haven't clinched a playoff spot yet, but things are, you know, looking like that is going to be another playoff season for you right now. How much are you going to draw on your thinking from last year to this year? How different a playoff quarterback do you think you will be based on the experience you did get last year, Jordan Love?
Yeah, I think the experience is definitely very beneficial, but, you know, it is a new year. We have a new team, but I try and go out there every game and just be the best quarterback I can be, you know, best quarterback for this team. And I think, you know, it all starts with taking care of the ball. You know, that's something that I've had to focus on cleaning up the past couple of weeks, and hope to keep improving on into the playoffs. But just taking care of the ball and obviously having these explosive plays and getting the ball and spreading it to these great playmakers we got, but being able to put up points and take care of the ball is the name of the game. So I definitely hope to be able to do that in the playoffs.
What's your message to the Packer fans who have seen, you know, the losses that you've had to arguably the other best teams in the NFC, and you having an opportunity to make some hay when it's all said and done against those teams and going into the playoffs, and folks who might be concerned at all. What are your 2 cents to them as a message going into this Monday night game and then the rest of the season and possibly the postseason? Jordan Love.
My message would be just to keep rocking with us, Packer fans. They're an awesome fan base we have, and they're with us through the ups and the downs for sure. But like I said before, I like where this team's at. I like the mindset we have, and we're all ready to be able to finish the season on a high note and make this playoff run. But we know, the most important time for football is in the playoffs. So that's when we hope to be playing our best ball. But I like where we're at right now, and we're ready to go.
Indeed, the Green Bay Packers win tonight. They clinch that playoff spot. However, on the other side, you've got the Washington Commanders at 10-5 and a better conference record. So the Packers need to win, clinch that playoff spot, and if they want to be the 6th seed instead of the 7th seed, win tonight to stay in front of Washington. Coming up, I'll speak with the Saints' Walter Payton Man of the Year Award nominee. He's one of the best, Cameron Jordan. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood One.
Are you retired or retiring soon? Do you know how much money you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. These may feel like scary times. Several economists are saying that a recession is imminent. So what do you do? Ancient wisdom says plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2, have an actionable plan to get there. Step 3, make sure that plan is executed to take advantage of market gains, but protect you from market losses. We would like to give you a free, no-obligation consultation to help you do all 3. We will help you discover your magic number and give you the roadmap to get there. Call now to schedule your free consultation. 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108. 800-508-6108. Don't wait. Call 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
I love spreading joy with gifts this time of year, but I try not to spread my budget too thin. Luckily, Kohl's has come through for me once again. I just went and used a 25% off coupon to score so many great gifts under $20, like cozy pajamas and fleece, amazing gift sets, and beauty must-haves. So if you're looking to give more for less this season, get to Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot, we charge you a little. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. That's right. We're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/score. $45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See detail.
Welcome back to the Monday Night Football pregame show on Westwood One. Sponsored by BetMGM, the sports book born in Vegas. Download the app today and discover their new look same game parlay product and more. BetMGM. Please gamble responsibly. Once again, here's Rich Eisen.
Yep, it's Monday Night Football between the Packers and the Saints, and obviously it's Christmas week. The holiday season is upon us, and also the season of giving. And it's the time of the year when each team nominates a player for the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, given to the player who demonstrates excellence both on and off the field. And for the third time, the Saints have nominated defensive end Cameron Jordan for his stellar work in the community. It's his 14th season as one of the premier pass rushers in the NFL to boot, but he's also started the Cam Jordan Foundation with a focus on improving the lives of kids. I spoke to Cam this week and asked him what it means to be nominated yet again for this prestigious award.
I think it's a huge nod from the organization as well as, my peers that see me doing work in the community and want to help my platform be helped out. I think that I have a lot of great things that I want to do for the city of New Orleans. Especially when I think about the kids, I'm always forward on education. So whether it's trying to break down the digital divide and donating computers, hotspots, think I just committed to about 17 different schools, about 10 grand each, just because I'm always out and visiting schools every off day. I was like, time is nice, but also they could use some resources.
When did you start the Cam Jordan Foundation?
It probably started a few years ago under the God is Love Foundation. This year, I was like, all right, look, I really want to create a scholarship where I can send kids through school for multiple years, all 4 possibly. I was like, and if I have to be the rally point, which I've never really wanted to be a beacon, we can do that. And so we changed it to the Cam Jordan Foundation through our first donors gala down here in New Orleans. It raised darn near, if not more than $250,000. And I was like, that's 3 or 4 kids going to school for 4 years. I was like, that's, bigger than what I thought I was going to come out at. And I'm probably more inspired now than I was 6 months ago when we pivoted the name shift.
Right. And again, this is not your first nomination. This is your third. So why choose the schools and kids in schools? Like, where did you drill down on that being part of a main focus for your fundraising and your community service?
Because I hate adults. No. No, everything that we do, right? It just seems like, as kids, you look up to these athletes. When you see these guys give back, when you see these guys do so much good, you sort of expect that to be the expected. And when you see your dad giving back and help start the first T program in Phoenix, you're like, all right, well, when I impact the community, I need to do it in a major way. It was easy to try and give back, and the school sort of happened as an introduction of, the Saints as rookies. Hey, we're going out to the community, we're going to visit a school, maybe once every now and again. I made that an every week thing for me. Whether that's reading to kids, whether that's talking about academics, just being leaders, trying to strive for academic excellence and going to the number 1 institute in the nation, University of California, Berkeley. No shameless plugs here. You just always want better. And if I can be better in any aspect, I wish I could give more.
So just what's your mindset going into this final 3-week stretch of this season, man? I know this is the way you wanted it to work out for you here, but what is going on in that locker room for you?
Yeah, year 14, you have to be able to take care of what you can. So we're geared up, getting ready for Jordan Love, who's playing good ball. Think about, the running backs. You talk about what they want to do and being led by Rashawn Gary on the defensive side. We have to be able to match. We have to be able to try and win this turnover battle. We have to be able to reset this line of scrimmage. Just control the controllables.
Yeah, and in terms of you're feeling good? Are you thinking about year 15 right now? What do you think?
I'm 15, 16, 17. I've never put a cap on myself. Whatever role that was trying to be placed on me this year, I'm glad it didn't really work out for them towards the end of the year. And we're back in the rotation and showing that I'm still at the top of my game, if not. But my ability doesn't have to be suppressed just for us to shine. I think that there's roles for everything, and I think there's paths for everything. At the end of this year, after this last 3 games, we'll sit back and we'll talk about where I'm at with the organization and myself. But I'm looking forward to more ball in my future. I'm looking to ball Monday. I hate that it's in the darn Midwest in the middle of December. There's no such thing as staying warm in the Midwest in the middle of the night. Not even like noon kickoff. No. Monday Night Football.
Damn straight. We'll see you then.
The real football. Only Midwest think like this.
Cameron Jordan, one of a kind, man. He had 2 of the Saints season high 8 sacks last week in the loss to Washington, and Jaden Daniels. He'll try to brave the cold tonight to put Jordan Love on the turf in Green Bay. More to come on the pregame show. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Looking to dominate your construction projects? Zimmer Tractor is Cincinnati's Kubota construction equipment leader. Discover our game-changing SVL track loaders, perfect for tough terrains, and our agile mini excavators for precision work. At Zimmer Tractor, we're not just selling equipment, we're providing the power to transform your site. Visit Zimmer Tractor, where Kubota excellence meets your every need. Get in, get moving, and get results with Zimmer Tractor. Come see why more local contractors choose Kubota and Zimmer Tractor.
Bet like the pros with the world's largest sports book right at your fingertips. The Circa Sports app is now available in Kentucky. Experience big app bets with high betting limits, tight money line splits, exceptional customer service, and more. Sports betting the way it should be. Now you can download, fund, and bet like a pro from anywhere in Kentucky. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Must be 18 or older and physically present in Kentucky to participate. For Kentucky Problem Gambling Services, call or text 1-800-426-2537.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
Cincy 360, tomorrow at noon on ESPN 1530.
Welcome back to Monday Night Football on Westwood One. I'm Rich Eisen. Time now to hear from Nick Costos of BetQL Network with some of the numbers our listeners might be interested in for tonight's matchup between the Saints and the Packers. Nick?
Thanks, Rich. The spread for Monday Night Football sees Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers a 14-point home favorite over Spencer Rattler and the New Orleans Saints, the total 43.5. And there's been one-way action on the side of the game. It's all been on the favored Packers, and also one-way action on the over. 14 is a huge number for an NFL team to be favored by, but New Orleans is starting a rookie quarterback, and star running back Alvin Kamara is also out. If you like Green Bay, you have to be convinced they win and win easily. Because if you think Rattler can move the ball and New Orleans can score in this game, you should consider taking the 14 points and also the over. It's hard to imagine the Packers not scoring on the New Orleans defense. As for props, Green Bay receiver Jaden Reed runs most of his routes from the slot, where the Saints give up a lot of targets. Reed's receiving yards prop tonight, 41.5. I'm Nick Costos from the BetQL Network, sponsored by BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas. Please gamble responsibly. Rich, back to you.
One of those rare instances where we're just 2 games away from the next games on the National Football League week schedule. We'll talk about the Christmas Day games between the Chiefs and the Steelers and the Ravens and the Texans. It'll be Ross Tucker calling that on Monday night on Westwood One. Later on, we'll chat with him at halftime. But let's get right to it. Lambeau Field, Saints, Packers, Kevin Harlan and Joe Thomas with the call. I'm Rich Eisen. We'll chat at halftime. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood One.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's majestic golden eagles and other less majestic birds taunting you through the baseball-sized hole in your new windows. It's soaring guitar solos performed through faulty wiring in your garage, which subsequently erupts into flames. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Are you retired or retiring soon? Do you know how much money you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. These may feel like scary times. Several economists are saying that a recession is imminent. So what do? Ancient wisdom says plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2, have an actionable plan to get there. Step 3, make sure that plan is executed to take advantage of market gains, but protect you from market losses. We would like to give you a free, no-obligation consultation to help you do all 3. We will help you discover your magic number and give you the roadmap to get there. Call now to schedule your free consultation. 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108. 800-508-6108. Don't wait. Call 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Monday Night Football.
WCKY Cincinnati, the 50,000-watt home of the Cincinnati Bengals. ESPN 1530.
Monday Night Football is on Westwood One.
He digs, he turns, it is a touchdown! It is a touchdown!
Tonight, it's the New Orleans Saints.
Spencer Rattler out of the shotgun. Looks to throw, stands, does throw, caught, corner of the end zone, and that's Foster Moreau!
And the Green Bay Packers.
Snap, Love, handoff. Jacobs runs it inside, and Jacobs gonna take it in for the touchdown. Contact on Jacobs. It didn't stop him. It barely slowed him down.
I like the game just because, cold games, snow games, because defenders don't really want to hit. It kind of make them make decisions. You got to kind of make a business decision at times. It's easier for me because I'm going to make you have to make that decision. So, yeah.
Kickoff is less than 15 minutes away. Let's head to the stadium and join Hall of Famer Joe Thomas and the voice of Monday Night Football, Kevin Harlan.
Good evening, coast to coast and around the world. Come to Lambeau Field in Green Bay with the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. Kevin Harlan joined by Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. And the NFL Network's Rich Eisen will join us from our Westwood One studios in Los Angeles at halftime. The Green Bay Packers are number 6 right now in the very difficult NFC 10-4 record, third place in the North. And the New Orleans Saints are right now coming in with an interim coach, 5-9, and trying to avoid that 10 loss of a season, which would be the second time in 3 years. They are clearly in rebuild mode. A real pleasure and honor to welcome Joe Thomas into our broadcast booth on Monday night. Joe, great to see you. Happy holidays to your beautiful family. They're down outside Madison. Your dad's going to be here tonight, am I correct?
Yes, sir. My dad and my son will be here. My dad took me to my first Packer game at Lambeau Field. Now I get to return the favor and bring my son and him. So it's a special night.
Oh, a very special night. And at this time of the year, we embrace those moments, much like the Packers are embracing this season with their quarterback, Jordan Love, because he is right now playing as well as any quarterback in pro football.
There's no doubt Jordan Love is Mr. December right now. He has not thrown an interception in the last 4 games. He's had a passer rating over 100 in the last 5 games, and he's got this Packers offense rolling, scoring more than 30 points in the last 4 weeks. And really, he is the operator back there, giving them an opportunity to stretch the entire field, make defenses defend every blade of grass with his ability to go down the field to these young weapons, and then also with his ability to get outside the pocket and extend plays beyond what they're called and drawn up for.
If the Packers win tonight, they will clinch a playoff berth for the 5th time in the last 6 years. You mentioned Love, and we talked about what the run game has been doing to his efficiency. His performance has flourished, but without Josh Jacobs, I'm not sure it's as good as it's been. Jacobs has been an incredible find for the team.
Yeah, Matt LaFleur has done a great job marrying what his run game looks like and his play action pass to give Love those opportunities to throw the football down the field, to get outside the pocket. But it all starts with a good run game. You got to have the big hog mollies up front, blocking, opening up holes, and then you got to have a physical back like a Josh Jacobs, taking advantage of those holes, punishing the defense, wearing those teams down, and that's exactly what he's been for the Green Bay Packers in his first season in Lambeau Field.
I know you're always looking at the offensive line, and you should. You're in the Hall of Fame because of it, and all the All-Pro accolades and the Pro Bowls, everything that was a part of your decorated career. Green Bay has got a very solid offensive line, and they have allowed one of the lowest sack percentages in the entire league.
Yeah, we as offensive linemen, we like to say a lot that sacks are quarterback stats because it's all about him making the right read, being in the spot he's supposed to be in, getting rid of the football. But this Green Bay Packers offensive line, they've been very healthy this season, so they've had that cohesion of playing next to each other consistently, and they've done a great job pass protecting for Jordan Love, giving him the opportunity to pick apart defenses.
Give me 30 seconds here. Interim coach with the New Orleans Saints. Dennis Allen is gone. Darren Rizzi is in there. They're 3-2 under him. He was the special teams coordinator. Now he's in charge. I think he could be a head coach in this league. What's your overall feel on the Saints?
Yeah, he's a culture guy, right? And culture head coaches right now are sort of in vogue with Jim Harbaugh and John Harbaugh taking over, doing a great job out there. And what he's really brought is a passion, a fight. He's not boring. He motivates his guys. He gets the most out of his players. And you can see already the difference he's made in 5 games. They're 3-2. They could be 4-1 had they made a 2-point conversion last week against the Commanders.
Very good point. Saints are taking the field right now. Time to check tonight's weather, sponsored by Prize Picks. Football season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. Download Prize Picks and use code PRIMETIME and get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. Must be present in certain states where it's lawful to wager. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. It is a perfect 33 degrees. Now, I know for most of you, you're saying, what? There's no wind. It's a beautiful night. We had snow during the day. Green Bay is all dressed up for the holidays and ready to go. And stay with us. We are working our way toward kickoff between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL.
ESPN 1530. Online at ESPN1530.com. On your phone with the iHeartRadio app. And on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. An iHeartRadio station.
Good Spirits Wine and Tobacco in Party Town, your holiday gift one-stop shop with the finest bourbon selection, gift sets galore, and wine for every table. Holiday shopping is easy at Good Spirits in Party Town. 13 Northern Kentucky locations. Good Spirits in Party Town, well, they always have the holiday spirit.
Get even more savings this holiday season by becoming a Milo's Rewards member. Don't miss new member deals dropping every week, like $15 off a purchase of $50 or more on select Bounty, Charmin, and Puffs paper products. Plus, get free standard shipping with Silver Key status. Just one more way Lowe's is here to help you shop, save, and enjoy the holidays. Join for free today. Milo's Rewards program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change. Exclusions and more terms apply. Visit Lowe's.com/shipping terms for details.
I love spreading joy with gifts this time of year, but I try not to spread my budget too thin. Luckily, Kohl's has come through for me once again. I just went and used a 25% off coupon to score so many great gifts under $20, like cozy pajamas and fleece, amazing gift sets, and beauty must-haves. So if you're looking to give more for less this season, get to Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
This holiday season, visit Boot Barn for top quality gifts that pay tribute to the lasting heritage of the West. From handcrafted cowboy boots and American-made felt hats to leather jackets, our in-store experts will help guide you as you shop, assisting with boot fitting and providing complimentary hat shaping. This holiday, share a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
Mo Egger, tomorrow at 3 on ESPN 1530.
Back at Lambeau Field, kickoff 7 minutes away. Fireworks going off. Saints are already on their sideline. They are introducing the Green Bay offense right now. Everybody on their feet on this 33-degree night. All right, Joe Thomas, let's talk about the keys to the game and begin with the Green Bay Packers. Third place in the NFC North, which they cannot win. They come in 10-4.
Well, they're 2-touchdown favorites tonight, and so when you're a big favorite like that, you don't want to mess around. So they're going to want to ride their horse, Josh Jacobs, tonight. They got the 4th best rushing game in the NFL against the Saints' 28th ranked rush defense. Run the ball. Run, Rudolph, run, or in this case, run, Josh Jacobs, run.
Well, the running attack is number 4 in the NFL. The Packer offense is number 4, and they're 7th in scoring. And Jacobs is the number 3 rusher in the entire NFL right now, and back of Barkley and Derrick Henry. What about the New Orleans Saints, who come in at, under their new interim coach, 3-2. Overall, the record 5-9.
Big underdogs. Basically, if you know all the stars on the New Orleans Saints, they're standing on the side tonight wearing a winter parka. So when you're a big underdog like that, you got to find an equalizer. That means finding a way to make big plays down the field. So that's Spencer Rattler. Find an opportunity to get out of the pocket, throw the ball down the field. And then on defense for the Saints, you got to find a way to pressure Jordan Love. They came off a game last week where they had 8 sacks. They need to be able to hit Jordan Love and force turnovers.
Every seat is filled. Lambeau Field, Green Bay, the Saints, the Packers. The opening kickoff is coming up. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood One.
This holiday season, make it a PXG holiday. The golfer in your life is sure to love PXG's high-quality, high-performance golf clubs, and they'll look as good as they feel roaming the course wearing PXG apparel that delivers both style and comfort. Premium golf balls, award-winning gloves, and the best bags are on every golfer's list, and the PXG store near you has them and so much more. Can't decide? PXG gift cards are always available. Make it a PXG holiday this year. Find the PXG store near you at pxg.com.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. That's right. Now's your last chance to trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's up to $1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
I love spreading joy with gifts this time of year, but I try not to spread my budget too thin. Luckily, Kohl's has come through for me once again. I just went and used a 25% off coupon to score so many great gifts under $20, like cozy pajamas and fleece, amazing gift sets, and beauty must-haves. So if you're looking to give more for less this season, get to Kohl's. Select styles, offers end December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Joe Montana here. In my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease. Are you 50 or older like me? The CDC now recommends vaccination against pneumococcal disease. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at increased risk and over 6 times greater risk of hospitalization with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50. Schedule your appointment today at vaxassist.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer. 'Tis the season of giving, and right now, during the Ram Wrap-Up the Year sales event, Ram Trucks is giving out great deals on a wide selection of powerful trucks that are built to serve. Hurry into your local Ram dealer today to purchase and get $5,000 total cash allowance on most 2025 Ram 1500 trucks. Embrace the spirit of giving, and don't miss this great offer going on now during the Ram Wrap-Up the Year sales event. Excludes RHO and Tradesman Quad Cab 4x2 models. Contact dealer for details. Take retail delivery by January 2nd, 2025.
Welcome back to Monday Night Football on Westwood One. It's time for another memorable moment in football history. Sponsored by Kohl's.
Drew Brees, he's in the shotgun now with 3rd down and 7 coming up. Steps up, fires the ball downfield. What a throw and catch, and it's going to go the distance. Marcus Colston takes the ball at the 30-yard line and sprints in a 70-yard scoring play.
That's one of the great voices in the history of pro football, Hall of Famer Don Criqui, right here on Westwood One back in 2008. The last time Saints and Packers met on Monday Night Football. In the first matchup between future Hall of Famers Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers, the two teams exploded for a combined 80 points. But it was the New Orleans quarterback who stole the spotlight in the Saints' 51-29 win. Brees threw for 323 yards and 4 touchdown passes. Rodgers wasn't as crisp in what was just his 11th career start. His 3 interceptions that night are still tied for the most he's ever thrown in a game. That's tonight's memorable moment in football history, sponsored by Kohl's. When the holidays get real, start at Kohl's and Kohl's.com, where you'll find everything you need all in one place. Kohl's, where families come first. We've had the flip of the coin. The Saints have won. They've chosen to take the second half kickoff, and so Green Bay will get it first. Joe Thomas, I was looking at obscure notes on this game for the Saints. They haven't been this big an underdog in 24 years. That's a long time and a lot of football games.
I was back in short pants in high school, I think, when that happened right there.
In Brookfield, right?
That's right.
All right, so the Saints tonight will be in all white with the old gold colored helmets, and they'll be kicking off. The wind is negligible, but there is a breeze, and the telltales on top of each upright moving a bit, but it is not as bad as it could be in Green Bay. They had snow last week. They've got snow this week. We had flurries today, but even all that said, it's a beautiful night for football. And it's time for the opening kickoff, sponsored by T-Mobile. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today. Packers tonight will be in their dark green jerseys, bright gold pants, and gold helmets. Groupie will kick off for the Saints, and it comes from right to left. It'll be picked up. It's Keyshawn Nixon from the goal line and up the middle of the 10. Inside the numbers, the 20, a block at the 30 to the 35. And he pole vaults his way out to about the 37-yard line of Green Bay on a 38-yard return. Keyshawn Nixon, one of the great kickoff return men in the NFL. So here comes Jordan Love, 26 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions in week 11 or later the last 2 seasons. You talked about it. He has, Joe, been phenomenal in the second half of these seasons.
It's been Mr. December for the Green Bay Packers, and he's playing fantastic right now as they hope to propel what they're doing right now into a long run in the playoffs.
Green Bay 37. Love is in the gun. First down and 10. Shotgun snap. Handoff fake to Jacobs. Goes outside with a pitch to Reed, the wide receiver who runs right to the far sideline. He gets to the 42. He picks up 5. And, Joe, that sets up 2nd and 5 for Green Bay.
Yeah. Matt LaFleur does a great job with the creativity on this offense. Josh Jacob lined up to the left of Jordan Love. Inside handoff fake. The halfback that lined up to the right went for a little swing pass to the left. Packers gain about 6 yards on first down, setting up a really good situation here on second down.
Packers have a lot of motion, a lot of pre-snap activity. Second down 5. And they're at their own 42. Love is in the gun. Packers moving on the grass field from left to right. Arms outstretched. Shotgun snap. Handoff. Jacobs tries to go up the middle and wrapped up and brought down by Cameron Jordan. Jordan makes the stop. He's 14 years in the NFL. You played against him, Joe. They lose a yard back to the 41.
Yeah, it's always amazing to me when I'm watching guys that I played with out there still doing it, and I'm struggling to get up the stairs.
It's 3rd down and 6. Green Bay at the 41. A player jumped, and they blow it dead. It should have been a free play. And it was going to be on New Orleans, and the Packers wanted to continue the play. But they stop it. Penalty flag.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 94. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That's Cameron Jordan. We were just talking about him. It's a penalty on the Saints. And, Joe, it becomes 3rd and 1 for the Packers on the game-opening drive.
Here's an opportunity. Maybe if Matt LaFleur is thinking near midfield, they'd go for it on 4th down to take a shot down the field.
Lining up just outside their own 46-yard line. A win tonight for Green Bay can clinch a playoff spot. 10 wins, and the first in 3 years for the Packers. 3rd down and 1. Right on that big G logo painted on the grass at midfield. There's the pitch out. It goes to Jacobs to the right tackle. He's at the 45 and tripped up as he falls ahead. He gets the first down. Amadi makes the stop as he got him around the ankles. Out to the 49 of Green Bay. Gain of 3. First down Packers.
Packers line up with a wing on both sides of that formation. Jordan Love turns around, just flips the ball to Josh Jacobs, trying to outrun the Saints defense. Amadi does a nice job making the tackle, but Josh Jacobs delivers the blow, an early indication of how physical he wants to be with this Saints team coming into the cold environment of Lambeau Field.
Good point from the 49. 3 plays for Green Bay, 3 runs, 1st and 10. Love under center. Snap, spin, pitch out. Jacobs left tackle run over the 50-yard line. On the numbers, the 45 of New Orleans and down to the Saints 44. He finds 7 yards. Boy, that first drive against Seattle on Sunday night last week was a lot of Jacobs, and it was impressive.
It's Groundhog's Day all over again right now. Josh Jacobs getting the football nearly every play so far, really imposing his will, being physical with that last run, finishing with his shoulder pads down the field, making these defenders from the Saints pay.
Clock at 12:15, first quarter, game opening drive. Packers have started from their own 37, now at the Saints 44. Second down 3, shotgun snap. Left tackle block, he dumps it off. Love does. It's caught at the 50 on the numbers, the 40. Breaking tackles and swerving to the 35 is Jacobs, and finds room to the 33 of New Orleans on the near sideline. Catching, running, picking up 11 and another Green Bay first down.
That time, Jordan Love's in the pistol. They've got Josh Jacobs right behind him. They fake the handoff to Jacobs, and then he throws it to Jacobs in the right flat on a little swing pass. Jacobs makes the first man miss with a nifty move to the left, and then physically moving his way through the Saints defense, just weaves his way with some nice blocking from the Packers offensive line to get himself a first down.
Chris Brooks is the new running back. It's 1st and 10 for Green Bay from the 33-yard line of the Saints. 4-man front, shotgun snap, 5-man rush. There's a pass, near side, leaping catch made, 25-yard line. And down the near side, the tight end Kraft is finally tackled from behind at the 21-yard line of the Saints. A beautiful, easy, arching spiral near sideline. Pickup of 12 for Green Bay. 1st and 10 inside the 22 of New Orleans.
This is what Matt LaFleur has done such a good job of. He's mirroring what he's doing in the run game with his play-action pass. They pull the right guard to the left. They've got their tight end in a trips formation to the left. He leaks out all the way across the field to the offense's right, catches an easy, wide-open play in the flat for the first down.
Jacobs back in, 1st and 10, 21 in New Orleans, under center Love, gets the snap, hands to Jacobs, right tackle, block at the 20, near sideline 15, 10, makes a stiff arm move at the 5 and throws the defender away like a rag doll. He's down to the 1. What a run, 20-yard burst. Jacobs over the right tackle. It's 1st and goal, Green Bay.
I don't know how this guy never gets tired. He's got the ball almost every single play so far, and then he's finishing these runs with the physicality that you rarely see from NFL running backs these days. The Packers are just running outside zone to their right. Tyrann Mathieu trying to get up in his grill, and he says, no way. He throws the left arm, Jacobs does, and he just tosses Tyrann Mathieu out of the way and almost gets into the end zone as he toe taps down out at the 2-yard line.
It's 1st and goal at the 1. And Green Bay quarterback Love gets the snap in the shotgun, hands to Jacobs. He goes over the right guard, and he's short by a yard. He got about a half yard on the run. Very congested. 2nd down goal, ball inside the 1. Game opening drive. Little more than 5 minutes gone, and Green Bay is right there. They're in the CDW red zone. And their experts at CDW help you get more from your technology so you can do amazing things. Make amazing happen. Green Bay has had 58 red zone chances with 33 touchdowns. It's 2nd down and goal inside the 1. Shotgun formation for Love. He's got Jacobs in motion. It's a fake pitch, and instead it's a shovel pass, and it goes off to Wicks, the wide receiver, who is tackled over the center behind the line of scrimmage in a loss of about a yard, Joe. So now 3rd and goal for Green Bay on the game-opening drive.
So Love's in the shotgun there. He lines up to the Josh Jacobs lines up to the left of Love, goes in quick motion, trying to gain the vision of the defense, thinking that they're running a swing pass to the right. Jordan Love throws a quick shovel to the inside, but the Saints had it all sniffed out. I think they probably should have just handed it off to Josh Jacobs. But that's just me.
Let's see if they do it here. 3rd and goal from the 2 in New Orleans. Shotgun snap to Love. Turns right, cocks his arm, throws, caught, touchdown. In the middle of the end zone, 3 yards deep, and it's grabbed by Dontavian Wicks. A 2-yard touchdown pass by Love. And Green Bay is taking an early 6-0 lead on the game-opening drive, and 8:41 to go in the first from Lambeau.
Love takes the snap. Jacobs is offset to his right in the gun. Wicks is in a 2-by-2 formation on the outside. He throws a little pick for the inside receiver, and then there's nobody covering him, and he's wide open in the end zone because the defender that he throws a pick on falls down trying to get a pass interference call, but no flag, no foul, and an easy touchdown for the Packers.
Here comes the extra point by Brandon McManus. It is good. Love on the drive, 4 of 4. Jacobs was a beast, but the touchdown pass, a short one down the middle, a couple yards inside the goal line, went to Dontavian Wicks, and Green Bay's up 7-0. 8:41 in the first quarter, and this is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL.
I'm Bill Weber.
And I'm Adam Weber.
Give the gift you can open all year.
AE Door has up to 15% off select Clopay garage doors, Provia windows and entry doors, and Pella windows. And save up to $125 off LiftMaster openers with LED lights, cameras, Wi-Fi, and battery backup.
So you'll never be left out in the cold, even if the power goes out.
Plus, till December 31st, get 0 down and 0% interest for 2 years.
Visit AEDoorsales.com.
We sell the best and service the rest. AE.
It doesn't matter if you're wearing blue or red, the best app to bet football is Circa Sports Kentucky. Circa Sports, it's sports betting the way it should be. With high betting limits, the lowest holds, and exceptional customer service. Bet on all your favorite teams in every game this season. Circa Sports is the place to bet football. Fund and bet like a pro from anywhere, anytime. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Must be 18 or older and physically present in Kentucky to participate. For Kentucky Problem Gambling Services, call or text 1-800-426-2537.
Hey, it's Mo Egger. It's open enrollment season. Are you looking at one of those ACA Obamacare plans? Stop. Health insurance is complicated, as you know. Everyone's situation is different, and there's tons of options to choose from. When planning health insurance for you and your family, you've got to consult an expert. John Ruhlman at Cover Cincy is that expert. He has been helping people get the right coverage at the best rate for years. Cover Cincy's plans are available year-round, and all outpatient services have a $0 deductible. You choose your doctors and hospitals, and it's 30 to 60% lower cost than Obamacare. If you pay for your own health insurance, if you're uninsured, or if your employer coverage is too expensive, call John, an expert with over 20 years experience at 513-800-2255. That's 513-800-2255. Or go to covercincy.com, a premium personalized plan managed and designed by you, not the government. Covercincy.com.
Cincy 360, tomorrow at noon on ESPN 1530.
Lambeau Field, Green Bay has taken an early 7-0 lead on the game-opening drive. Checking that drive summary. Sponsored by Viasat. Score big with Viasat. Satellite internet. No matter where you live, visit Viasat.com/home internet. That's VIASAT, Viasat.com/home internet. A methodical drive, 5 first downs, 5 plays of 5 yards, and overall 10 plays, 63-yard, 6-minute-plus drive for Green Bay, and a 2-yard touchdown pass by Love. The ensuing kickoff. And it'll be taken inside the 5-yard line and grabbed right there by Pettis, who goes from the 20, far sideline 30. Block at the 35, and he's taken down, right at about the 35-yard line. He couldn't even make it up that. Although there was some room, he hit the chalk and out of bounds. Officially marked at the 34, 32-yard return. New Orleans has it 1st and 10 at their own 34, and they trail 7-0. Saints got to Green Bay early. They practiced at a nearby high school to get used to the footing, the cold, the snow. The quarterback is Spencer Rattler. He's a rookie and a 5th-round pick out of South Carolina. He's back to pass. Pocket crumbles. He gets away, running from the 30. The Saints quarterback 35-40 on the painted numbers and tackled at the 40-yard line in New Orleans. Scrambling out, picks up 6. Joe Thomas 2nd and 4 for the Saints.
Saints motion and shift to get an empty backfield, and there's nowhere to go for Spencer Rattler, so he takes off. And that's one of the things that the Green Bay Packers defense needs to be aware of, is Spencer Rattler's mobility can cause some problems later on in the play.
Running back is Kendre Miller, second-year back out of TCU. 2nd and 4, Saints 40, under center, snap to Rattler, handoff to Miller, over the center between the hash marks, and vaults his way up to the 45 of the Saints. A pickup of 4 on 2nd down and 4, and a New Orleans Saints 1st down.
One of the keys for the New Orleans Saints today is going to be try to squeeze the football. Limit the number of possessions. You're the big underdog. You don't want the ball to go back and forth, because the more possessions, the more likely you're going to revert to the mean, and you're probably going to lose. So good job by them trying to run the ball a little bit early on and shorten the game.
Rattler is in the shotgun. He gets the snap, 1st and 10, dumps it off. It's caught by the tight end, Moreau. He goes from the 45, a block at the 50, comes to the near side, hurdles a defender at the 45, and he's down to the Green Bay 43. Catch and run by the Saints tight end at 12, and a 1st down.
The Saints fake like they're running an inside zone to their right, and then they're able to get Foster Moreau, who starts on the right side of the formation and is just leaking back on a little turnaround, quick screen to the tight end. And then he's getting some nice blocking out front by Saints Taliesin Fuaga, the really nice left tackle rookie that they've got there.
Green Bay 43, Saints 1st and 10. Under center, the quarterback Rattler hands off to Miller, picks up maybe the length of a football, not much more. Nudging the ball inside the Green Bay 43. Saints first possession, trailing 7-0, 6:40 clock ticking in the first quarter.
Saints just trying to pound the ball here a little bit, running it inside their near midfield. Great job by the Packers. Colby Wooden being able to get some penetration at the line of scrimmage and shut that thing down before it gets past the line.
Running back is the former Packer Jamal Williams, who most recently with Detroit, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, handoff Williams over the center to the 40. Submarines there, picks up 3, setting up 3rd down and 7 to go on the Saints' first possession.
Saints are lining up and running a tackle trap